Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Dhamma of Peace series, number 42, Wrong Views. We all want to be happy and peaceful and do not want to suffer. If we understand the reason why we suffer, it may help us avoid them. They are greed, aversion, delusion, wrong view, jealousy and envy, sloth and torpor, restlessness and worry, and having no shame and fear to do evil things. Those mental defilements are the ones make us suffer. But today in this talk, we will discuss about the wrong views. In Pali, Detti. Precisely, Detti means views, but it comes to use or understand Detti as wrong view. Good and evil speech and deeds follow in the wake of craving and attachment. Once there's a craving or attachment to something, whether it is good or wholesome, evil or unwholesome, regardless what, it's always followed by speech and deed. For example, people become attached to things that make them feel good, such as cigarette and alcohol. That's why we have people with nicotine addiction and alcoholics. If one looks frequently in the mirror, one will fall in love with one's look. That shows the conditioning process, repeated conditioning process at work. These are the examples of attachment to sense desire. Attachment to sense desire. Sense means eye seeing, ear hearing, nose smelling, tongue tasting, body touch sensation. Those are the five senses. And it is called kamupadan, attachment to sex and desire. The Buddhist scriptures describe three key wrong views. In Pali, it's called Detupadan, three key wrong views. And out of the 362 wrong views or concept arises. So the remaining somehow related to these three main views. So we will discuss this three main views. wholesome or unwholesome actions do not produce any good or evil result. You can do as much good things or bad things as you want, but there's no result. Don't worry, no result. And that is called Nattika Detti. Nattika Detti, Nuttika. Second one is, no significant impact or result will occur regardless of what one does. So we need an example to understand this clearly. You won't get good benefits by observing precept. What that means is, even if you are morally endowed, there's no good result come out of it. So it is useless. Another one is, it is useless to reason or to discipline a particular person, for they won't change their flawed character. You try so hard to make a person better, but that person will never listen to you and still keep their own character. And such kind of processes are called akarika detti. Akarika detti. Regardless how much you try, no good result come out. So it is important to distinguish these. It sounds quite close. The first one is, regardless whether good or bad actions you do, there will be no good or bad result. The second one is, regardless how much you try, nothing good will come out. Nothing significant impact result will come out. And the third one is, everything happens without a cause. Everything happens without a cause. They are all accidental. In other words, it's called accidental concept. Ahetuka detti. Ahetuka. Ahetuka detti. It's not cause and effect, simply just accidentally it happened in this universe. Those are the three main concepts that we need to understand, because 62 wrong views came out somehow or somewhat related to these three. And here I like to interject one concept. So everything occurs not due to the law of karma. The law of karma is cause and effect. Everything occurs or happens not due to the law of karma, but by another cause. But still it happened because of another cause. And that cause is considered as a wrong cause from the Buddhist point of view. Okay? It happens due to a cause. But if you review the cause, you'll find that it doesn't fall into the Buddhist concept of the law of karma. How? It occurs because a supreme being, such as Mahabrahma in Hindu religion, or Allah in Islam, God in Christianity, these are supreme beings. They created them because they are the cause that everything arises in this universe, animate and inanimate. It is according to their will it happens. So they are the cause. So it is also coined as the first cause. So God is the first thing that happened in this universe, and it creates all other things. So that's the first cause. In Pali, it is called Visama Hetuka Deity. Visama Hetuka Deity. Visama Hetuka Deity. So as it is the first cause and everything is created by them, or based on your own religion and belief, created by a supreme being, let's say, just for your reflection, nowadays there exists the excessive number of human beings on this planet, and it will grow more and more, and the food will become scarce. Excessive number of humans, mosquitoes and rats and disease in this world. So according to the first cause, it's created by a supreme being. Well, I don't know, there must be a reason, but I don't know why. Creation is associated with the wrong cause. So this creation theory is associated with the wrong cause. From the Buddhist point of view again, it falls under Ahetuka Deity. Even though it has a cause, it is considered as Ahetuka Deity. Rootless view, there's no root. One of the three. Ahetuka, accidental concept. Even though it is given a name by itself, Visama Hetuka Deity, but if you want to group it under the main three, it falls under the accidental concept, Ahetuka Deity. So I interject this portion because this is being believed by many in this world. Practicing any method which is devoid of Eightfold Noble Path. Any method believing that it would liberate one from all suffering and get out of samsara is called Silabada Padan. That's a attachment of one thing. You practice something and you still believe that it will release you from all suffering, but if you look at it and if it doesn't fall within the frame of Eightfold Noble Path, simply put, from the Buddhist point of view, it is called wrong view. It has a specific name, Silap Padan. As an example, at the time of Buddha in India, some people adopted the habits of dogs or cows, which were believed to liberate one from suffering. If you act like a cow, if you live like a cow, if you behave like a cow, then it will release you from all suffering. Why? Because by doing so, they do not require any utensil, pots and pans, or slippers, or clothing, or bedding. That's why greed is totally destroyed. And once greed is destroyed, you are free from all suffering. So that's very popular at the time of Buddha in India. Belief in the concept of self or soul, such as I, my, individual, a person, a being, or an entity, is called Atta Vadu Vadanam. Atta Vadu Vadanam. So these are the names, these are the different concepts. They have a specific names and specific point of view, but they all fall under the main three. To avoid being hooked on these incorrect views and eliminate craving and attachment, one must maintain continuous awareness of the mind and body, watching constantly to see impermanence, unsatisfactoriness, and non-self in the mind and body is the key aspect of vipassana. Only then one does know the truth of the existed and attain nibbana. So this talk is mostly about the three main views and a few popular concepts in the world nowadays to give one the understanding what wrong views mean. May all of you able to dispel all the wrong views by practicing mindfulness insight meditation and attain liberation as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much.